Today, today's a little slow. YouTube, I have the camera flipped backwards, so I can't see none of your comments. So I apologize up front about the comments, but just want to say, yay. I want to say God is good. I want to say God bless, and been a slow day, man. It's been a slow weekend. So I was thinking, you know what more better than to jump back on this today. If the phone rings, don't worry about it. It's of course I don't have to worry about it, but it's just I can't answer the phone while the phone rings because it'll kick off the video. But so yeah, man, let's get back on this 403s. Check it out. So you guys, last week a little recap. I was worried about what was in this motor, and believe it or not, it's some pretty good stuff. I did find the air though. I pulled the heads off when I was off camera. I had to put some aluminum heads on real quick. I had to check some fitment on some parts, and so I put a set of aluminum heads on here real quick. Cool thing I did that, and I'll tell you why it's a cool thing I did that, or what I found out. One of the issues I found out is on this motor. Let's get back to it. One, wrong color. I want to paint it. I want to change color of the paint. Change the color of the motor. But number two, it had 455 head gaskets on. I'm going to tell you guys something about doing 403s, and a lot of people get confused on this, and I'm going to teach you guys a little lesson about this. All the gaskets are the same on an Oldsmobile, except the head gasket. The head gasket is different, especially for a 403. This is a 455 head gasket. It's almost big enough, it's almost right, but it's not. It's close, but it's not right. Man, this block is machined beautifully though. It's a nice, clean block. It's machined good. I'm very happy with this deal. No harm, no foul. I caught it, so not really nothing to really worry about too much. I figured it out, so that's a good thing. The reason why I got YouTube flipped around, because like right now it looks like I'm left-handed. If you look at all the writing on the wall, it looks reversed, and it's not. And I noticed that on my YouTube video when I was showing you guys how to adjust rockers, it was looking like I was loosening instead of tightening. Some people can figure that out, some people can't. So if you are watching the older videos I just made about this, everything is backwards because the camera's flipped around. Hopefully I figured out by putting the camera backwards. Only problem with that is I can't see you guys' comments. I really can't respond to you on YouTube. YouTube is the most important video for me because it'll save it and not delete it. Facebook, it no longer holds it for a long time. It's only for like 30 days and they take it off. So that's the reason for that. But hopefully that worked. It looks like it's right when I look at the camera. I got my new sign up so you guys can see that. This is my business, phone number, website, company name. That's what everybody figured that out. But yeah, man, it was a pretty good weekend. Cool thing when it's not busy like this and make my videos, I don't get frustrated. It's hard to make videos when you're frustrated and people are calling you or things are going wrong. So I don't feel frustrated. I don't feel busy. So let's go back to like the other night. When the first night when I did, we enjoyed it. Second time I did, wasn't enjoying it. Let's get these off right here. These are actually really nice 455 gaskets. These right here are some nice gaskets. These are a nice set of 455 gaskets. These are a nice set. I like this right here. I let them on, so when I put the heads on, it'll let you bolt the head on. You can put them on and everything, but the head, it'll blow the head gasket. But the bore is too big. Remember, a bore on a 455 is 4.125. The bore on 403 is 4.351. The max you can bore at 455 is 4.250. The max head gasket is about 455 is about 4.300, if even that. Most gaskets are good to about 4.250, except the 403 gasket. You can use Kinetic. This block is actually machined pretty good for a Kinetic gasket. I could probably put a Kinetic gasket on this block. It's pretty good machine for it being decked. So that's a plus. I noticed this right here. See that? This dowel pin right here was cracked and it was repaired. So I noticed that. It caught my eye when I noticed that the dowel pin was different size. But other than that, it should line up fine. Everything should be fine. It's not a big deal. Got that tight. But yeah, man, it's so if you guys don't like long videos, I apologize. I'm not gonna edit. We're just gonna do it. We're gonna enjoy it. We're just gonna have some fun. So what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna loosen this. We'll take the timing cover off. I'm gonna show you guys how I'm gonna get it ready for paint. I'm gonna show you a little trick that I do when I paint motors. Some people say I waste tape. Like I said, I'm not really looking for criticism. I don't do well with criticism anyway. I don't listen too much to that kind of stuff. Let's get this, but I want to pull the cam. I wonder what camera is in here. What camera they put in there? Hey, it has flat top pistons, valve release, freaking had a nice roll chip rocker system on there. So I'm curious, man. The heads are done nicely. I'm gonna sell the heads and the rocker kit to them. They're done beautiful, man. Everything was done good on it. So I haven't been. This was a Mondello motor. I haven't been in Mondellos since I was 2012, and all I've heard was whatever people were trying to tell me this and that. As far as this motor was good, man. I bought it straight off when everybody was in there auctioning and buying everything off. I bought it right there at the auction. So far so good. Like I said, I found some issues. Well, you ran the motor with blew the head gasket. You probably would have blew it pretty quick, but either way, the parts are good. Probably the assembler probably messed up, but the parts are good, man. So, like I said, we're gonna do this. And this is not a badmouth video or trying to badmouth anybody. I know I got a lot of slack about all that kind of stuff. I used to work for Mondellos, and I was this and that, and I was still working there, and all that stuff wasn't true. I left in 2012, started my own business in 2013. Not only I started that business, I started my business for Gabby's Grills. That's a barbecue I actually invented on accident. If you guys would like, I'll tell you that story too. It's like I said, it's not a badmouth Mondello video. So I don't want people asking me that. Some people were calling me about it, and I want to get that. First things first. It's not that. So just like that. I don't do that. I don't want to do that anyway. I'll defend my name. I've done nothing but good business. Holding them in here. You're in the parts business, man. Stuff goes wrong, but I've always done my best to stand behind my parts. Anybody who's ever done business with me knows that. You usually get your parts pretty freaking fast. I'm pretty quick. I ship within. I don't do air freight stuff like that because I don't trust air freight. But I get stuff out that same day or next day, depending on what time of the day it is, or unless it's weekends. Other than that, everything's out ASAP. So let's get this timing cover off. Let's see what's in here. Let's see what's in this motor. Timing cover looks like a brand new timing cover. So that's a plus. I want to put a chrome timing cover on there, but I have a hard time not using good parts. And I won't be able to sell that because it's already been put on. But it's man, I wanted to put a chrome timing cover on there. What's up, Myron? What's up, my brother? Yeah. We're gonna get this party started, buddy. Hope everybody's having a blessed day. You know what? I was just some guy I follow in the barbecue community, and he talks about the Lord a lot in his videos. What's up, Paul? What's up, my brother? He talks about the Lord a lot in his videos, and he's part of the barbecue community. And I guess I don't know. I don't know his problem. I saw a page someone put up said this guy does this and that, and he was using the Lord to convince people. And he said anybody uses the Lord to convince people to buy things is up to no good. It's not true, brother. I share the Lord with you guys. I want to share the Lord with you guys. It has nothing to do with that. I saw that today. Like, nah, that's not true. Maybe some people do. And that's a bad thing, and that sucks. But I don't do that. I believe in what's it called? I believe in karma. I believe in God sees everything. That's why I try to be so honest in my business. I believe God sees everything, and I don't want God I don't want no one trying to come back on me and get me in trouble for nothing. I ain't scared of you guys. I'm scared of God. You know what I mean? Bolts are short. took the head gaskets off, when I took all the head gaskets off, I found like some bolts that were hard to come out. And in Facebook, if you guys are trying to comment and it's not commenting, I can't see it. I'm not sure why. So if hey Myron, leave a comment so I can see. If I can see Myron's comment, then that means I can see your comments. If I can't see it, then I apologize. It's not letting me see the comments. And I'm not sure why Facebook doing that. Sometimes I see comments, sometimes I can't. I don't know what I'm doing wrong, what I'm doing different. So it's throwing me off. Throwing me off, man. Confusing me. Alright. See that right there? Started pressing. As soon as I started taking that bolt off, I started pressing forward. That's why I don't trust certain things. I don't know what that is. Someone stuck that in the motor. Hey, glad we went in there. There you go, Paulie. There you go, Paul. I see you. So I don't know why this was stuck in there. It's a brand new timing chain, and I bet you I want to show you guys something. Here you go. Perfect. So here's perfect thing. I checked it. I want to show you guys something. So you see when I loosen the timer grab, push forward. I'm gonna show you guys. You have to understand, when I used to build these motors for over there, I was good, man. Here you go. So on these thrust buttons, all right? When you do these thrust buttons, you need to check them. The way you check them is by putting the straight edge on it. Look at it. I knew exactly what was going on. When I loosened that bolt and the timing cover pushed forward, I knew exactly what was going on. The thrust button was sticking out too far. I sell these too. I just don't use. What's up, Jim? I just don't use the bronze button. You need to check these buttons when you put them on. Doesn't matter if you get them from me, who you get them from. They need to be checked. I noticed right away when I took this off, it pushed the timing cover off. Normally, you guys know you pull the timing cover off, it stays stuck there. No problem. Or as soon as I loosen these two top bolts, if they just jammed it on there, you know what's going to happen? This right here is going to jam the camshaft into the block and cut a groove in the block. That's why, see, that's what you get when you don't check stuff. This way. So let's fix that. All right, so 2 errors I found. One, big old piece of freaking paper stuffed inside the timing chain. That right there would have messed up the oil pump right there. That right there, it would have got solved by the timing chain. It would mess up. Super glad I pulled it apart. You guys have seen that live. All right, now let's pull this. Let's pull the button off. I'm gonna show you guys. Something about this button. All right. I'm gonna show you how if you get a button and it's doing that, I'm gonna show you what to do. All right, how to fix it. Well, you're gonna see me take this one apart. You're gonna see me put it back together. This is my motor. This is for me. So of course it's gotta be perfect. Just kidding. All right. The Mondello thrust button. All right, let me show you guys. Okay, check this out. The way you fix this, all right, guys? Hey, don't throw this crap away, and I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you something. Why? This guy put Loctite on this fucking thing. Whoever selling this motor put Loctite on it. I never use Loctite on that. Anyway, put Loctite, I can't get it out. I don't put Loctite on this. All right, so look at the way he's. I want to get out, so I want you guys to see better. I know you guys won't be able to see it. These fuel pump eccentrics. All you mechanics, what's up, Daniel? All you mechanics out there, don't be throwing this stuff away. These stuff don't go bad, especially, as a matter of fact, the ones that are already older, as long as they're not messed up, they harden. So they're actually better than the new one because they're already hardened. You don't have to worry about them failing. They normally don't fail. I'm gonna show you how to adjust this. All right. So basically, I'll show you again when I install it. So the way you do that is, matter of fact, we're gonna reuse this one. If you look, there's a little bit of room between the head of the bolts right there. So you don't grind on the button. Never grind the button. The reason why you don't want to grind the button, because it's super thin between the inside and the outside. So it's basically a bearing. So what I do is I grind the head. I'll take some off the head. And what I'll do is I'll grind it. And I'll put them back in there like this. I'll put it back on. And I'll grind it. And what I'll do is once I grind the head of the bolt, and I grind on my grinder. I'll grind the head of the bolt. I'll put this on there and I'll recheck it again. And you gotta take it on and off until you get it. But you don't, and this is not precision. You don't gotta make it precision, but it can't be sticking out past the timer cover, past this surface. You can't be sticking out past that. It was past that even with the gasket. I check it with the gasket off. So you want to either kissing it or like with no. I check it with no gasket. You want like at least like, I don't know, eyeball it. I just get it right where it's like clear. So I eyeball it. I don't. It's not precision. A little bit of cam walk is not gonna hurt it. You don't want major cam walk. And basically, grind on the head. It was sticking out about that much. So it should be, once I machine it, it should be fine. So a lot of people just jam it on there and they don't check it, and then they wonder why they cut a groove in their block. Or they'll say this. They'll say, "Oh, my cam, it grinded the cam." Well, it's still running. It'll grind a hole in the what's called. That's not true. These right here, I don't normally install these. And I'm gonna show you why. I'm gonna check it again. Right here with the. So if you look, these also stick past. So where is my straight edge? Put my straight edge down somewhere. That's one of my biggest problems. I like to lose my stuff. So these right here, these are called an oil slinger. All right. When you run a double roller timing chain, you can't. I don't put these on either. All the motors you got from me when I built them. When I built them, they didn't. You see right there? It's touching it. No matter what, this thing's gonna spin. It's gonna spin because it goes on the keyway. And what will happen if it spins? It'll actually, grind. Usually, what happens? It grinds its lip off. It'll grind the lip off right here. It'll grind this lip off right here on the piece. And what happens is all that metal goes into the block. So just remember, if you're gonna run double roll timing chain, don't run the oil slinger. That's lesson number 2. All right, timing chain should come up pretty easy. Grab both sides. It's a brand new timing chain. These are I like these timing chains best. Sometimes when you're just gonna set it straight up, they're pretty accurate out the box, and you don't have to. It doesn't confuse the customer. It's straight up, straightforward. Just wiggle back and forth. Had a guy telling me the other day, he had some oddball. He got a Illuminati cam. And he had some crazy oddball freaking dowel pin in the camshaft. He was saying, "Oh, it's gonna come off, this and that, this and that." And he almost made a big deal about it. I almost couldn't talk him out of it. Tell him there's nothing wrong with it. Don't worry about it. He wouldn't go for it. So look at. when you set a camshaft, when you set it in timing chain in there, here's your dowel pin hole, your straight up mark. You want them dot to dot. You want the gear on the crank 12 o'clock, keyway 2 o'clock, and simple as that, all right? I'm gonna reuse this timing chain because this timing chain, these are really good. I'm gonna set the camshaft straight up. We're not gonna degree it in. We're gonna set it straight up. We're not gonna do any kind of special stuff to it. We're gonna clean it up, set it straight up. And I'm showing you this, guys, because I want you guys to understand how pretty much straightforward it is. You know what I mean? You know what I don't got? I don't have a cam removal tool. That sucks. What I want to do is I want to get these lifters out, so when I pull the cam out, they don't. I wanted to really see what that cam is. I'm curious what the cam is. Let me see. Hold on real quick. See if I can do it. Let me make it. Nice lifters too. You know what I want to do is? I want to get me a box. I want to get a box and put this stuff in. This cam, this motor's never been turned on. It doesn't matter which order they come out. I'm going to clean all these parts again anyway. Everything I pull out, I'm going to clean again. Lifter boards look good. Everything's good in there. You know they're good. Look, they come out nice and easy. If the cam is good, like a nice size cam, I'm going to reuse the cam. I'm looking for this car. I'm looking to put like. You guys gotta remember, I'm building a JETSTAR 88. I don't want it all freaking crazy. You know what I mean? I want to use a flat tappet. I don't want to deal with that bronze gear. If you break in the camshaft good, you should be fine. Me, what I do is I'll leave come on, I don't want to come out. They don't want to. I don't want my cam. I don't want my car being too crazy. It's a JETSTAR 88. It's not a. Put it like this. I'm using aluminum heads, all that kind of stuff. Motor's still gonna be a beast. It's still gonna make 403. A nice cam, some good compression. Makes a lot of power. Grabbing all the ones I can get easy. Same lifters I sell, so these are good. What's up, Gary? What's up, brother? So like that. So like the camshaft that I had Gary put in his car, I'm probably not gonna go that big. I'm probably gonna go maybe one size down. Maybe 496 by 20. In Mondello's version, it'd be a Jam 2022, 2025. The cam that I sell my kids, my favorite cam, probably my favorite camera, it'd be equivalent to Mondello's 2528. All we did was change the lobe separation so that it would make vacuum for power brakes. There's 455, you stick your finger in there and pull them out. Yeah, that's what I'm probably gonna use. So I'm hoping that's what's in here. So I get a free cam. If not, I gotta use the cam. But I can tell it's brand new. Come on. That's what you got on down 496 by 20 on. You put it like this. That thing is still gonna rip the tires off my car. I have little 14 by 6s. Let it go. Spins, man. And it spins nice and freely. It's like the oil has it, like a suction. There it goes. I feel how it goes. So we got good lifters in there. Hard part of me pulling this cam out with no cam tool. I don't have a cam tool. I'm not. How do I do it last time? What did I do to pull it out? I pulled it out. I can't remember how I did it. I don't want to beat it up. Let's see. What did I use to pull it last time? I don't remember what I used to pull it last time. Something to grab it. Here's a cam bolt. Here we go, here we go. So these right here, let me show you guys something. I'm not a fan of these right here. These are good for roller cams, but you don't really need one for a flat tappet. When I used to build all the motors in Mondellos, we used to use them. But these right here, I'm not a fan of these. These are good for roller cams because the billet cord rubs on the cast block. But I don't sell them because I don't use them. When I used to do a Mondello motor, I used to use them. It is okay. The number's not stamped right. Let me go look in the light. All right. So it's either a 496 520 or it's either a 1071 or 1074. It's not stamped right. Which both are good cams, but one is too small and one is just right. What's up, Dave? What's up, brother? But it's a brand new cam. So it's an Elgin cam. It's either a 1071 or a 1074. I'll probably take it to my machine shop and put it on a cam doctor, and he can tell me what it is. But yeah, man, brand new cam. Hey, let's cross our hey, Dan. Hey, let's cross our fingers, man. Let's cross our fingers. Let's hope it all working out. All right. So yeah. So far, man, I'm happy with everything. I'm happy for this. What's going on? Well, good morning, Dave. Hey, let's put it like this. No matter what, the motor would have messed up. It would have put metal in the motor because it had an oil sling on there. So you guys out there with Oldsmobiles, you run double timing chain. Don't run oil slinger. You can't take it. You know, you just leave it out. Just omit it. Don't worry about it. It's not going to be a big deal. I've built hundreds of motors without it. We never put them in there. So don't make a big deal about it. I promise you. Done a bunch of them. That right there would have put metal in the motor. Some people get metal. Some people ruin their motor because of that. Those are one of the things that ruin motors because people just don't know not to do that. You know what I mean? It sucks, but it's simple like that. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take the this gasket off. I'm gonna show you guys a little trick on how I take these motors up to get paint. And a lot of people say that. A lot of people say a lot of things, man. They want to say, you don't do it like that. That's not how you do it. That's how I do it. You know what I mean? Your videos are too long. It's all right. Don't worry about it. I like hanging out. Hey, YouTube, you guys want to talk to me? Go on Facebook. It's working right now on Facebook. It's on Junior Castro. Go on there. You can watch me do this motor. Let me get a little scraper to clean this gasket off. Hopefully I can find it. Found it. Okay, get where. Sorry about the not being prepared. You guys been in my videos long enough. You guys know already. You guys know how I am. I gotta go get my water. I gotta go get my tongs. I gotta go get everything. I gotta get everything. Why they did that for? Actually, I didn't find it. I found this one that I don't like to use. And we're going to use it because I can't find the right one. I like the little ones. Nice and easy. You control the little ones nice and easy. These ones are too big. I like the little hand ones. I bought one of those kits where it comes with everything. This one right here, just let it slide off. Try to push away from the block. If it does, I'm going to vacuum everything out anyway. Like I said, I'm a stickler about everything. Everything has to be perfect for me. I'm super glad I checked this motor though. It's crazy how something that little would have been so devastating to the motor, to the outcome of the motor. And there's nothing wrong with the parts. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's nothing wrong with these parts so far. Everything is good parts. It was just installed incorrectly. Other than that, everything is good parts. And take your time on this kind of stuff. Don't, it's not a big rush. Especially when you're at home, you're doing it. If you're upset doing it, just step away from it. Because this right here, you make a mistake, and it'll come back to haunt you. Hey, I'm telling you guys this because I'm guilty of that. I'll build motors for other people. I'll take my time and I'll do it because I'm getting paid by the hour or whatever. No rush. The longer it takes to get paid, nothing. But when I do everything for myself, I want to do everything fast. Everything hurry up. Everything always in a hurry. And I make mistakes and it costs me money. The faster I go, sometimes the slower I go. If I'm upset. Let the razor blade do the work. You should never have to really push too hard. Let it do the work. I'm gonna run a tap through all these holes because on some of these holes, when I took them off, I could feel the drag, especially on the head bolts. The head bolts were super dirty, and that right there will give you an incorrect torque spec. So you always want to check that. Let me look at YouTube, make sure it's working fine. All right. Hopefully it's working. Who knows? I made the video for no reason. I'll have to download the Facebook video. It's hard. I got 2 cameras, so I'm trying to face both of them, but it's kind of hard. I'm mostly facing the Facebook one because I see the comments. I see, like, I'm talking to you guys, where I can't see you. I just see a back of a phone, so I can't tell what I'm saying or what I'm doing or what. I don't even know if I'm in the camera right. I hope so. If not, I'm having a lot of issues with videos. One, I did it backwards. Well, like you guys see it right now, everything looks like I'm left-handed. Yeah, wind. It's windy outside. Hey, it's been nice lately though, man. California was real nice. Nice and cool. A little overcast. I'll tell you right now, the hardest thing about building a motor, if you're going in reverse. Like right now we're going in reverse, it's hard. You get a brand new machine block, it's nice and clean. You're just putting it together. No gaskets on it, no nothing. So you're working from a fresh block. Usually I'll do is I'll clean the block, clean everything. I'll go through all the threads, make sure all the threads are good, and I start putting it together. I don't want the threads, having a problem with the threads after the fact, because when you spin the motor, it'll drop dust inside the block. There's stuff inside the water jackets. You never get that out. Even when you hot take it, that don't come out. These blocks are freaking 40, 50 years old. So you gotta remember all that. Take that into consideration when you're doing it. Some people are gonna think the way I do the taping off is neat, and some people are not gonna like it. Some people are like, you can't do it like that. That's crazy. You're wasting a lot of tape. Never use a razor blade on aluminum parts. You'll cut grooves in them. Cast iron, you can get away with it. They use that 3H on everything. I'm a big fan of 3H, but not for the freaking timing cover. I use RTV. I use high tip RT for everything. The only thing I use that stuff for, like the oil pump, the timing cover seal. Stuff like that. So it looks like we're going to use the timing cover over because that's a brand new freaking timing cover. I'm going to check and see if it's installed right, the seal, and then it is. It looks like a brand new seal too. I'm going to paint the motor gold. You can use like a little. So if the motor was put together, I would just get a Scotch-Brite with the grinder or something, and Scotch-Brite all off. Done. Nice, beautiful surface. But I can't do that now because the motor's put together. Sorry to get right here because the dowel pin's right there. Those dowel pins will line it up. For all you people out there who think that you can do a cam swap inside the car, when we put this motor back together, I'm gonna explain to you why you can do it, but it's a mother, and you don't want to do it. And you're probably not gonna get it right. And it's hard. Like that. Want to get it like that. Let's see if I can. Remember. vacuum this. Before I put it back together, I'll vacuum it and make sure I get everything out. Vacuum's probably best for it. This motor's a little dusty. There's oil in that pan. I want to use that pan. I'm not going to paint the motor on camera. And the reason why I won't paint the motor on camera, because I don't want to get paint overspray all over my freaking, all on my phone. So, but what I will do is, I'll show you guys how I did the top. I'll show you guys how I prepped this, alright? So number 2, let's clean this off a little bit. Normally what I'll do is, it's already painted black. So I'm going to try to dust it off the best I can. It's a nice paint job. It's not done messed up or anything. Everything's good. Everything's clean. Looks like it's done correct. I never use paint with hardener. I guess you can. So some people get mixed information about that. They say when you use paint with hardener or powder coat the block, it's cool for show, but not good for the car because it says that it holds the heat in the block. But yeah, it stays looking better longer. So that is a real thing. That is an issue. And I've had different people tell me about that. So that right there is information I'm just relaying. I don't actually know for sure if that's true or not. So what did we find so far? We found paper stuffed in there, which I still don't know what that was. That's a freaking, believe it or not, probably the motor would just chewed it up. I don't know if it would mess up the oil pump or not. I don't want to find out. But try not to leak paper inside your motor. So I guess that's an issue you can say that was bad. Okay, I guess it's actually good, but I'm not going to reuse it. Where's the trash, man? Over there. Now what I'm going to do is, I'm going to wipe this sides off too a little bit. So this block, they painted the freeze plugs. I don't like painting gaskets. I don't like painting freeze plugs. I don't like none of that stuff. I like to paint all my parts and put my motor together. I'm going to teach you guys a little secret about Oldsmobile paint. Now you can buy gold from like Fusic, OPG, stuff like that. Pay a lot of money for a can, and I don't recommend it. If you buy those cans, make sure you use it everything one day. Lay everything out. So if you're gonna paint your water pump, you can probably paint everything in one can. You can probably paint the block, the water pump, timing cover, valve covers. You probably get it in one can, but you got to use it all in one day. Don't think you're gonna put the can up on the shelf and come back it's gonna work. Those cans don't work, but these cans right here do. If you get Duplicolor, this is high heat engine right here. This is their gold. I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to be able to tell the difference. I'm going to paint the motor gold with this gold. You're not going to be able to tell the difference. And I think this is half the price. And if I put the can up there and come back a year from now, it's probably still going to work. So I don't have to finish everything in one day. So if I need to paint like a timing marker or something else, it's going to work. Those other cans you're going to get from like Fusic and all them, you're going to freaking get them. They're going to be brand halfway full. You're going to let them sit up there for like a month. You're going to come back and try to grab it. And that's not going to spray. And all you guys out there who've done that know what I'm talking about. So I'm going to get some parts cleaner. Brake clean, parts cleaner, whatever you want to call it. And what I'm gonna do with that is, I'm gonna take the oil off of the deck. Get all the oil off the deck. Wipe all this stuff down first. Want it? Sometimes part cleaner will take off the rest of the gasket, the residue. See that? You got it real down and low, it'll take it off. Let me see. I want to get that back a little better. I said that if I don't get it now, it'll be a problem for me later. I got a plug on the distributor, so I'm going to go down the distributors. Like I said, I'm going to come back and I'm going to vacuum all this out. I did a pretty good job not getting them in there, but still. Sometimes you can get in there. And get it pretty good. The reason why I'm doing that, I'm spraying it down because what I'm going to do right now, I want the tape to stick. These cans go by quick too. If this thing's all oily, it's not going to stick. And once you start spraying this stuff, you want to make sure you're going to put the motor together soon and seal this motor up. See right there where they did that? When I put the heads on, I have to fix that. Nobody should worry about it right now. I'll blow all these out. They got shit in them. I'll blow all that out. I'm going to show you how I'm going to paint this motor. To me, it seems like it's longer. Some people think it's longer, but for me, it works better. I'm going to show you why. This is how I do it. You guys are welcome to do it any way you want. Just how I do it. An old man taught me how to do it like this, and it works out pretty good for me. Most of the stuff I know are from old men. And before once I take this motor off, I'm probably gonna paint it today. So I'm not gonna do it off camera. So once I do this, I'm gonna paint it. So I'm gonna wipe the black a little better, so I'm not painting over dirt. I'm gonna get it dusted really good, and blow it off and do that. But let's do this. This is hard to do with gloves. So I'm not gonna use no gloves on this one. It's gonna be. I don't need to take the gear off. I'm not gonna take this gear off. You know I have to take the gear off. You know why I gotta take the gear off? Because they put that spacer in behind it. So I'll pull the gear off later after I do this. But because they put, so when you put that, so remember this, when you put that little spacer behind between the cam and the block, you have to put a bottom spacer. That's probably why that thing is sticking out so far. I bet you when I put that cam button won't be sticking out so far. So watch it. Normally when I was painting motors every day, I had an oil pan. So I had an oil pan. I had these little things with little screws come out for freeze plugs, so I could paint the motor and not paint the freeze plugs. I don't like to paint the freeze plugs, but they already painted these ones. Some people just stuff rags right here. I don't do that. Buy some tape. Sometimes it takes a whole roll. And I always had an old timing cover. I put an old timing cover on there. I put an old, that way, I like to spray my timing cover separately. An old timing cover on there. My dog, and my dog, my Roxy girl, her dog house is connected to the shop. My boy Corey. So there's a guy who used to be a kid named Corey who worked for us. He's a man. Well, he's not a kid. He's a man now. He's older now, but then he was just a kid, and probably one of my I consider him like one of my really close friends. And he's watched me do this all the time. That guy has the biggest heart in the world, man. There's nobody like him, man. He'll give you a shirt off his back. That's the kind of person he is. Super good guy. I learned this trick from a guy who wasn't too much older than me. His name was Robert. He taught me how to do this. He pretty much how to do most of the motors I do. He taught me pretty good. Plus, I'm a good learner. I'm saying. I was gonna go black with the motor. I was thinking about going black. Yeah, I'm gonna go gold. If I would have went black with the motor, I might not have opened it up. Nah, I would open it up. Alright, here we go, right there. Some of you guys are looking like, what are you doing, Junior? Are you freaking crazy? What's wrong with you, man? How you gonna paint it like that? That looks stupid. That's dumb. What's wrong with you? No more drugs for you, buddy. Like get a little hammer. A little light hammer like this. Only light, like a little body hammer. And we're not gonna beat the motor, alright? And you're gonna be realistic and use what you're supposed to be using. Or make sure all this is stuck nice. Make sure it's touchy. And you rub it in real good to the edges. That's the most important. So you can see all the lines where the lines go. Alright? Remember that touching. Sometimes it's better to have a round one. So here's a round one at. Little ball peen. I don't have ball peen. Little ball peen hammers are the best. And I'm ready tapping it. This block has been dead like a motherfucker. All you old school guys have the old school little ball peen hammers. Those are the best, man. Those are king right there. Remember that. Those are king. They work best with what I'm doing right here. Ball peen hammers are good. You know the block goes around like that, and get in there good. What's up, Leonard? What's up, brother? Remember, guys, you're doing this. Take your time. It's not a race. What's up, Marcus? What's up, brother? That way, take your time. Make sure everything is right. I never paint the motor before I put it together. I always leave it everything metal. And I'm barely tapping it. And remember, all you guys on Facebook is watching my Facebook video. I'm not left-handed. The video is switched. It's flipped around. So a ball peen hammer is better. Because it's rounded, it'll let me, so I can't get in right here. Let's see if I can get it. I remember Marcus. What's up, Marcus? How you been, brother? I remember your name now. I remember you right here. I pulled his motor apart. I got it from the Mondello company went out of business, and I bought some of their stuff out. And I pulled the motor and I pulled it apart because I don't trust it. And I found a couple of errors. Wrong head gasket. It had a 455 head gasket in it. Cam button was installed incorrectly. All those things would have wiped the motor out. They installed the fuel pump eccentric in there wrong. Sorry. They put the oil slinger in there. It's not supposed to be in there when you run a double timing chain. This is just a piece of the strip they stuck in there. Now watch. All right, guys. What's going on? What's going on, Leonard? What's up, brother? Here we go. Like I said, I'm barely tapping on this. So guys, I don't want you guys sitting there beating the shit out of your block. I saw Junior beating the crap out of his block. I'm not beating it, I'm barely touching it, dude. Pain in the ass. Tell you guys right now, all you guys out there trying to take it long, it's a lot faster trying to tape a motor off. It's way faster to do it like this. Or you paint the motor when it's not put together. But if you're ever trying to paint a motor when it's together, this is the easy way to do it right here. That's how you do it. Like I said, I always put the motor together, not I'm painted. I paint the motor after the fact. Well, you want to know why? You want to know why also I do that? It's because, you know, when a customer, we'd have short blocks. We have short blocks already done, right? So we don't want to paint the motor because we know what customer's going to buy the motor. I mean, Oldsmobile has a certain color for certain years. So even if someone want a 403, but let's say they put it in a like a CUTLASS, then it would have, a small block Olds would have been gold. Where the original 403 is like it's called corporate blue. It's like a light blue. I actually like it. It looks tough. It actually looks tough with the aluminum heads. I think it looks sexy. It's a nice look to it. There it is right there. Nice and taped off. Took a little bit of time, but I guarantee you it's no longer than it would have took if you freaking and the reason that's why I wiped it down, because I needed the tape to stick. That way I can come and spray it. I worry about put timing cover on it, put an oil pan just for the place, put it in place, and spray it. Nice and easy. Very simple. Keep it simple. Keep it simple. Keep everything simple, man. Nice and easy. But that was fun, man. I use a body hammer. If you have a old school ball peen hammer, that's king right there, man. Works best to let you get to the round part of the block. And yeah, so see all the mistakes we found. So far we found wrong head gasket. Had a 455 head gasket at 403. Remember, guys, when you read what the gasket says from 350 to 455. That doesn't mean 403, even though 403 is in the middle. You know, you got 307, 330, 350, 403. That's small block Olds, all right? Then you got the big block family. You got 400, 425, 455, all right? So that's big block. Now, all the gaskets are the same. The water pump gaskets are a little bit different. That's why you open up your gasket kit and you see 3 different gaskets in there. Make sure you check. Some will seal, some won't. Make sure you put it on and make sure it all sits. Head gaskets, you can basically, sometimes you can use, depending on how big the bore is on the 455 and how small the bore is on 350, you can flip-flop the gaskets from 455 to 350. But 403 is its own gasket on its own. So make sure that, remember that, 403 is its own gasket. And the way you can tell the 403 gasket, one, you buy a 403 gasket, but I'll show you by quick eye. If you're not sure, you can always see, you see these rings? You see these? I'll go back a little bit so. You see these rings around the board? On a 403, it's so close to overlap. You could almost use this gasket for a 403. I don't know if it would have failed or not. You can tell on this side a little better. But this space is smaller. So this gasket might have worked. I don't know. No, it wouldn't have worked. It wouldn't have worked. It would have blew. It blew the head gasket. All right? So this is actually a really nice 455 gasket. It's like one of the best ones you can buy out there. So it's not, it wasn't that I skimped on the gasket, you freaking just put the wrong gasket. So remember that, guys, 403 is the biggest bore Oldsmobile there is. It's 4.351. Another rule of thumb is never bore a 403 out more than 40. Yes, they make 60 over pistons. Do not do it. Every 403 that I did that, or every 403 that I know that was 60 over, they come back. They come back, especially if you put some kind of performance to them. They will come back. So stay away from that. A 403 is a beautiful motor, man. It makes lots of power. You put some compression to it. So don't be afraid of that. Don't be afraid of the motor. Just and don't worry about the window mains, man. The window mains is not a problem at all. I hate when people talk about stuff they don't know. Oh, it's got window mains. It's this and that. It's that. Man, you don't even know. You read it somewhere that someone talked shit about window mains, and now you're re-spreading that rumor. If you're really scared about it, you can put a girdle. I sell girdles, but for what I'm doing, you don't need a girdle. I'm doing a 400 horsepower 403. No need for a girdle. It'll plenty of power. It'll be perfect. It'll do everything I need to do. So remember that. So I'm gonna paint this motor off film because I don't want paint on my phone, because this is actually my phone that I use. But yeah, so there it goes. So we found some issues. We found it had an oil slinger with a double roll timing chain. Guys out there, do not run an oil slinger with double roll timing chain. It has a chance, it'll grind off the freaking lip of that oil slinger and put all the metal in your motor, run through your bearings. Don't do it. Number 2, check the thrust bearing. Check the thrust bearing. Make sure it's not sticky past the block when you do it. I'll show you guys how to do it. Simply just put the thrust button on there, put like this. Check it. If it's sticking out, if it don't let you sit, if it don't let the straightedge hit flush against it, you got to grind the bolt. When we put that on, if I have that issue, we'll do it. I'm gonna have that issue. I'm gonna use the bolt that came off, and we're gonna install it correctly. I can show you guys how easy it is to do it. Everything takes me a little bit longer because I haven't done this in a while, so I apologize up front. Normally I'm too fast. I can build the motor one day, when I was doing them every day. But we're not, like I said, we're not in a hurry. We're just having fun. We're just chilling. And so far we found incorrect head gasket. Oh, we found a freaking piece of tissue or a piece of paper towel all the way in the motor, stuffed in there, which I don't understand. I'm still trying to figure that out. Why would they do that? That makes no sense. But either way, we got it out. I'm glad we're going through the motor. We don't need it coming back. As far as parts wise, everything in this motor parts are beautiful. Heads look like they're done right. Looks like it's assembled right. Only thing was wrong. It's the little dumb things that they didn't know to do, and that's where they messed up. So, but anyway, guys, like always, so you guys know, I'm Junior Couch from Old Rocket Parts. You guys are welcome to call me any time of the day. If it's in the evening, I'll sometimes answer the phone. You guys know me to answer the phone. On weekends, I answer the phone if I'm not busy. I'm going on vacation on Wednesday. Me and my wife are going somewhere, and I'll be back on Sunday. So that's why if you look at my eBay store, I have it down right now because one, I'm working on it, and two, I'm getting ready to go on vacation. But I try to go on vacation when there's not many people going on vacation, so I could be here. I'm a one-man show, so I don't like missing phone calls. You guys are how I get paid, so I like to take care of you guys. I appreciate you guys. And the way I show my love and appreciation is try to be available as much as possible. I'm happy with the level that I'm at. I'm not too big to where I get so many calls where I can't answer all the phones. It's pretty fair. It's pretty even. And most times if I don't answer the phone, leave me a message. I will call you back. Or send me a text. I won't text back and forth. I'll do it for a little bit, and then I'll call you like, man, we need to talk on the phone because I don't like sending a texting. One, it takes longer. I can say more things up front like this. But that's all I got for today. Just want to say yay. I want to say what's going on with Old Rocket Parts. You guys know me from Gabby's Grills. God is good. God is good. And like I always say, man, God is good. But that's my company, Old Rocket Parts. Most of you guys know who I am. Oldsmobile Parts. That's my phone number right there. 805-975-8601. That's also my everything number. You can call me anytime. That's my website, oldsrocketparts.com. Check us out. But that's all I got for today. I want to say God is good. Love you guys. You guys have a very blessed evening, a blessed week. And God is good, huh? Yay. Late.